Welcome back to Let's Play Trails in the Sky. Last time, we went around the outskirts of Bose and did our patrol there. This time, we're going to do our patrol in Bose. Lots of bad tidings these days. Wonder if we should hire some protection for around the restaurant. If anything should happen to one of our customers, we'd be in serious trouble. My stay here has been unexpectedly prolonged by delays from the airship incident. But when in Rome, right? I fully intend to enjoy my forced vacation time. When I first came here from the capital, I traversed Valeria Lake. During that voyage, I saw a quaint, charming-looking inn along its banks. Ever since, I've wanted to spend a night there, if only I could remember its name. I always think of the days long past whenever I visit the Bose market. Every time I go, it seems like another son or daughter has inherited the family business. The shopkeepers just keep getting younger. It's quite heartening to see. I've been commissioned by the head chef. I'm to go to Bose market after closing to purchase the necessary ingredients for tomorrow. Now that the airships are running again, I'll finally be able to get my wine shipments delivered. The items are on the order list, yet due to the embargo, we've run out here at the Anteroads. That simply won't do. Gwen's got high hopes. She may yet carve a true niche for herself here at Anteroads. That's the impression I'm getting anyway. The head chef actually let me make the soup recently. First time since I came here. I kept making and remaking it over and over, and all that time he stayed by my side. I'm so psyched. I've got to practice even harder from now on, for good soup and great justice. Guess it's just not my nature. Well, fine then. How about at this price? Is that better? That's not a bad price, per se. So here I am again, eating at this restaurant like always. I feel like that man on the other end is making eyes at me. There's really not much good to talk about these days. Maybe I'll go shopping to keep my mind off all the depressing news. There's this place called the Nebel Valley in the northeast Bose region. It's a place where the fog never clears throughout the entire year. Given its complex geography of mountains and valleys, it's quite a strange spectacle to get a look at. People have been saying that the missing airliners are work of sky bandits. And on top of that, I've heard they demanded a ransom from the royal family. What an outrageous bunch. So you're headed to the inn on the Lakeshore, are you? Well then, all you need to do is follow the New Ansel path by heading south from town. The inn is right there on the shore of Valeria Lake, so you can't miss it. Be careful on your way there. No new quest, right? Nope. I hear that the wind is still out of commission. Though it may be a big detour, I wonder if taking the Cecilia to the Royal City is the fastest way to get there. The Cecilia just sparked through it. Now that's all that's left is to get the wind up and running. It appears it was found intact, but it seems like it's still under the Army supervision. Flights are expected to resume once it is returned to the Orbital Ship Corporation. Once the wind is returned to the Orbital Ship Corporation, flights are expected to resume on both routes. seems that even though they found the land, it's still unable to return to the sky. Considering that the captain, crew, and passengers haven't been found, it's no wonder. The whole thing has made me feel on edge. Now I'm just waiting on the Lynn to come back, but it's taking forever. Actually though, I really want us to get a shot at the Arsail, which belongs to the royal family. Rumor has it that its state-of-the-art design is awesome. Though none have arrived just yet, this is a stop for Imperial merchant ships. They mainly come with goods to be sold at the Bose market. For that reason, there are 2 runways at the landing port. About the only other place with 2 runways is the Royal City and Granson. Having 2 runways alone makes this landing port twice as busy as others, but there's something about the shop that makes seeing an airliner take off safely extremely fulfilling. The shop can get really stressful at times, but somehow I feel like I'm cut out for it. I know there's still some serious stuff going down outside, but everything seems fine and dandy in here. It's all thanks to manager's policy. Take it easy, because this here is a place to unwind. Things get a little boring sometimes as a result, but hey, I'd rather be in here than out there. We live in lawless times, it seems. Violent incidents just keep on coming, one right after the other. I wish it all just stop and let me live in peace. The last man I've ever seen an ancient dragon is from Bose. That is why I've come. I suppose the first order of business, as always, is to speak with the locals and see what answers can be found. They actually sent someone to question me about it a little while ago. He asked all about my workshop's finances. Guess old Nigel's kicking the books. I'm here to work for myself and not for the hotel. The manager says we should act only after considering the effects of our action on the hotel as a whole. But worrying about the entire hotel is supposed to be the manager's job, right? Besides, I'm not here to be an apprentice. Am I wrong for thinking this way? I understand what my young employees are trying to say, but it appears I'm old and stuck in my ways. Times have sure changed. The city of Bose was destroyed and occupied by the Empire of the War 10 years ago. However, Mayor Mabel's father, in other words, the previous mayor, took the helm and made extensive efforts to rebuild the city with the help of other merchants like himself. For merchants who generally only care about making a few quick mirror, this is the first time in history that so many came together like this. It seems as though it was at this time that Mayor Mabel made the decision to follow in her father's footsteps. Mayor Mabel looks really busy. I hope this incident will be resolved sooner rather than later. After things settle down and we have some free time, Lila and I have promised to go shopping together. According to Mayor Mabel, the missing airliner appears to be the work of the Sky Bandits. If it's a ransom they're after, then it's probably a pretty safe bet to say that my father is still alive. I hope my mother won't be so worried after hearing this. So I've heard you Bracers are investigating the incident. Is that true? Bring back my father safely, will you? Verona was just asking me about the situation in the Bose market. It appears the effects of the missing airliner incident are far more reaching than I had imagined. The look on your faces tells me that you found something. You can really tell that just by looking at our faces. We didn't get anything for certain, but we did manage to gather a little information. We should be able to give you some sort of a report in the near future. We might just be swinging at empty air on this one, but I'd like you to hold on just a little longer while we see what we can dig up. Sure, I'll be looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Whatever you do, please be careful. I really had it up to here. Not only am I drowning in work, but now I've got all these burglaries to deal with. Where's Lila? I've decided to stay in Bose until I can start doing business again with the Orbital factory that was burglarized. That's because the ornaments of the borough are really that fascinating. Then again, all I've done is wait since I've arrived here in the borough. Oh well, patience is a virtue for merchants in any case. I guess I'll just take my sweet time and wait till things blow over. The shop sure has gotten popular quickly. I thought this might happen. It's because the girl here is working so hard. Guess what? Customers have really started pouring in and business is picking up. I'm sure my fiancé is going to be happy when he hears about this. I hope he'll come back soon. I wonder why my fiancé hasn't come back yet, even though the army found the missing airliner. Gotta work hard to make him proud. My supply of goods is finally back to normal, so now I'm thinking about using this opportunity to expand my selection. I'm not the type to pass on potential profits when they come knocking on my door. I came here to buy the next chapter of the novel series I've been reading, but it's still not in yet. Once I've read a book, I almost never read again. Anyway, I'm done with this one, so you can have it. Hello, Chapter 4! The lady who owns the shop recruited me to work here not that long ago. I wonder if she hired me because I was always playing my thoughts about her merchandise. Probably. My parents don't like me coming here, but I just love the atmosphere of this place. So much so, in fact, I just can't help thinking off to come here. It's just so boring sitting around the house. I'd rather be at the market any day. If I come here, I can hear, see, and taste all kinds of things. Most importantly, I think it's good for me. It would be nice if he worried about us for once and showed his mug around here. Sometimes he can be a real jerk. I wonder why I chose him to begin with. I'm pretty sure my father had his reasons for returning to the village. The reason being he was the one who was looking forward to opening the shop the most. I've heard they make all kinds of porcelain in countries to the east of the Republic. I'd sure like to go on a journey in search of these porcelain goods someday. My shop has been gradually getting busier and busier. I've been thinking about hiring somebody, but I was enjoy connecting with customers face to face. That's kind of what's got me hung up about hiring anybody else. Today I came shopping with a coupon, how to buy quality goods for cheap. That's one of my passions in life. Alright, now it's time to shop like a budget-minded housewife. The missing airliner and now a string of burglaries. There sure is a lot of disturbing news these days. But luckily for us, Mayor Maybell runs the city, and I'm sure she'll do something about it. You know, maybe we should take turns at home thinking about what to do for the side dishes too. Better yet, maybe it would be best to decide what to do about side dishes every other day of the week. I can go shopping all by myself now. Aren't you proud of me? But I still haven't bought anything besides cabbage yet. I've got to be more like a grown-up. The barricades on the roads have been lifted, and though it's only the westward-bound airliner, flights have resumed. Business is hard to pick up here again. Alright then, now it's time to get down to work. I wonder if my wife and daughter are feeling a bit insecure right now. When I think about them dealing with another burglary, I start to feel worried and can't seem to focus on my work. I've got it. I know what to do. I'll just close out for shop for the day and head home. I don't think anyone would blame you, my good sir. I'm looking for a part-time job. I'm looking for a part-time job now so that I can eat at the Antelope again. I guess the Bose market is probably the best place to look. I'm going to get a part-time job too. I can work on nobody's business. That means I can eat more delicious food because of it. Selfish much? The mayor has been working into the night day after day, and now she has these burglars to deal with. Gotta look out for her health. There sure seems to have been a wave of incidents occurring lately. Maybe I should raise my voice to the heavens on behalf of the citizens. O Aetios who art in heaven, please bestow thy blessings and thy guidance upon these souls. It's unbelievable to think that normal homes were burglarized too. Maybe I should go visit the victims of these incidents later on. I can't believe the shops on Bose's Commercial Avenue were burglarized. I had a very important ring taken by them. I don't care if it's the army or the bicycle. I just want to see these burglars caught. These sky bandits are on the loose. I don't think I can live without being in fear every day. I wonder if my dad will come home soon. My mom looks really upset about something. My boss seems to be more on edge than I've ever seen him before. I wonder if it's a shock from being burglarized like that. I'm only interested in pursuing my own creative interests. So as long as there's an environment for me to do that, I couldn't care less about anything else. My account ledgers were confiscated by the army. This is bad, really bad. Now hold on, maybe I'm not in as much trouble as I previously thought. Thankfully those sky bandits took off with the one that could have gotten me in the most trouble. The army may have taken off with my account ledgers, but I may just be alright. That's because the sky bandits took off with the one that could have gotten me in the most trouble. And you're saying that out loud to a bunch of bracers. Morano had an errand and went to the mayor's residence. The mayor and Morano have actually been good friends for as long as anyone can remember. I know my husband is always out and about, but not having him around makes me feel a little insecure. Please come home safely. But still, I feel like I'm going insane without Trina being here in Bose. We've been fighting since we were kids, so it's weird not having him around. Though he's a business rival, we seem to have a strange sense of solidarity. I'm actually pretty proud of the fact that the two of us have built up trade like we have in Bose. Although I'm sure if he heard this, he'd laugh off the notion. Though he's a business rival, I really hope the city will settle down soon. The stock market's cooling down, and at this rate, I'm going to show a big deficit this month on my financial report. Just when I had been out to Trino's last month, too. I wonder when I should tell my parents about the plan to enter the Royal Academy. Fortunately, right now doesn't seem to be a good time. But if I can't get my parents to cover my tuition, I can't pay, which really puts me in a bind. The Kingfisher Inn can be reached by heading south from town and following the new Ansel path. The structure's been built right on the Lakeshore, so you'll know it as soon as you see it. No matter how many times I yell at my husband about his addiction, he still takes off to go fishing again. I'm just about ready to give up. There's something that really gets my goat about seeing him come walking through the door with such a carefree look on his face. I guess it does help out at the dinner table when he catches something. I wonder if the army found the crooks who did this to my shop. I should have to catch those crooks no matter what they have to do to them. As it stands, I am seething with anger over what happened. And we are done with our patrol. All that's left is to go to the Valeria Lakeshore. So this is the north shore of Valeria Lake, huh? So it seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once before when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice, pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. I mean, it's not. I intend to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking catnaps in a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Come on, everyone, I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation anytime, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivier Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever, as long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? And we're going to actually end this video here. Next time on Trails in the Sky, we find the guy named Lloyd who saw the bandits 2 nights ago. I will see y'all then.